Alright, now that you're finished with your quiz, I'm just going to teach you something real easy. Take as much time. I hope you took as much time as you need on your quiz. Our new topic, the last topic before we get to our test on Friday, is systems. And the only thing I'm going to be teaching you today is how to write a system from a matrix. So with systems, there are only two types we talk about. We talk about a 3 variable and we talk about a 2 variable. Now it's basically what it says. This one's going to have 3 different variables, x, y, z, a, b, c. Those are the most common. 2 variable, x, y, and then that's about the only one I really use. So basically what you're going to have here is, for a 3 variable, you're going to have a 3 by 4 matrix. For a 2 variable, you're going to have a 2 by 3 matrix. Now you may wonder to yourself, well, why do we have more columns than we do rows? Well, it's simple. The rows represent the equations. Okay, so the rows, and make sure you're writing these notes down. Rows represent the equations, and the columns represent the terms. So in this case, you would have one variable, a second variable, a third variable, but a lot of people forget you also have what you're equal to. That's a term. Okay, so if I'm looking at the following matrix, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 2, 1, 0, -5, -2, 3, 4. I want to make or write a system from this matrix. It is easiest thing to remember. We just said rows represent the equation. So we got equation 1, equation 2, and equation 3. And then terms. Well, I like to use x, y, z for everything. So x is my first column, y is my second, z is my third. Those are 3 terms. And here, this last column is our answer. I just call that equals. Okay. So all you're going to do is you're going to take this number, these are coefficients, and attach it to each variable. So that first equation is going to be 2x plus, because that's a positive 4, 4y plus 6z equals, and then you just put the number down. And then you just repeat the process with the other one. So 3x plus 2y plus z. You do not have to put the 1 in there, because keep in mind the multiplicative identity says that if we multiply something by 1, it is itself. So we can just put z, and then you do have to write equals 0. You cannot leave this blank. There has to be equals a number, or it's not an equation. Okay, and systems are all about equations. And we got -5x, because there's a negative there, minus 2y. You do not have to put plus and -2y. You can write it as minus 2y. Plus 3z equals 4. And then really simply, there you go. That is how you write a system from a matrix. Now the other one, a 2 by 2, or 2 by 3, so you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6. Sure. Okay, so 2 by 3. So we know that's equation 1, that's equation 2. So we got x. I like to use x, y equals. I like x and y. It's probably the ones I'll use most often. So x plus 2y equals 3, and 2x plus 4y equals 6. Okay? And that's how you write it. Now, one more example, and then you'll be finished. Just make sure you get all these notes down and everything. Okay, example 3. What happens if I have 0? Now we said we have to write 0 if it's in the equals column. So we got equation 1, equation 2, x, y equals. In this case, the 0 is not in the equals column. You do not have to write the 0 if it is in the variable columns. Because if you wrote 0x plus 2y equals 3, this is called the 0 property. Now 0 times anything is automatically going to be 0. So you do not have to write that. You can literally just write 2y equals 3. So same thing on the second one, you can put 2x equals negative 3. You do not have to put that 0 if it's being applied to a variable, but you must put it if you're equal to a 0. Alright? Well, I hope you did well on your quiz, and I hope this is plenty of notes for you today. Just make sure you have these down, and then come ready to class tomorrow to learn how to solve a system.